Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raiders continue to move through the season and want to find a way to secure win number 3 on the year. It's the Broncos going up against the Raiders.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Bay Area as we welcome you to Oakland, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Between the Denver Broncos and the Oakland Raiders.
Detroit! Here we go. No. Check. Patriot. Here we go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Being chased out left. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
And him running the football is not something that defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
That was an example of excellent defense there. They stuffed him. So now he brings up a 3rd down situation. If I'm calling plays here, I make sure I put it in the hands of my quarterback and get it to a receiver real fast. I'm not running the ball here.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. It was just 3rd down and short, but he bit off a little extra.
I would say way more than he could chew, but he chewed up all that yardage in a big way. And that, to me, that was a combination of offensive line, stacked defense, and they handled it. Okay, they got the leverage, they got the blocking angles, and opened up a nice crease. And once you get past that first wave, there's room to roam.
Yeah, that's just the 3rd play from scrimmage. They wanted to avoid that 3 and out. They did. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Dancing to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him. And that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Third down now following the run. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. Oh, and now he bowls him over.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Looking to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. He didn't get rid of the football there, took the sack, although that's easier said than done. He can't just chuck the thing sideways into the seats.
No, he really can't, because you're not afforded total protection as a quarterback. You have to get outside of the tackle boxes as defined by the NFL, meaning wherever your tackles operate normally, get outside of that, and the ball that you throw has to get back to at least the line of scrimmage. Otherwise, you face an intentional grounding call.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And the pressure gets to him again.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And this one is right down Broadway. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
Play fake. Knight. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Knight. And he rifles one incomplete.
The effort's always going to be there. Everyone's always going to try and make a catch, but underthrown balls, I think, are the toughest ones to come back and get, because usually your momentum's going in the opposite direction when you're trying to stop, break, and come back and get it.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. On 3rd, here's an option play right. And the ball is knocked out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. 9 yards that time on the keeper. Brings up 4th down.
But that was a big oops right there. But how about his ability to correct it? Loses the football, able to get it back himself.
Yeah, bounced right back on it, keeps possession. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. It's a gain of 5. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Operating from the gun. Knight. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. A lot of attention paid this week in practice to red zone offense. The coach was optimistic about how it went. We'll see.
Here we go now.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
All the receivers in the league are plenty good enough, otherwise they wouldn't make it in the NFL. But the ones that go to the Pro Bowl, they have refined route running ability.
And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And, oh, he is really laid out that time. Knocked flat on his back. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for. Is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
They'll look to throw, and it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose. Yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Well, they've gone backwards so far in this series. 3rd and 13. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Ready to go now in the 2nd quarter. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis. It's the Raiders in possession of the football. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. He'll look to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Shaquille Riddick. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Back to throw. Knight looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Broncos will add on to their lead. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out, and on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dancing away at the 30. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, how many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete here on third down.
But one thing's for sure, when you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. Here's Brad Nordman now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. They're going to look to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out.
Anytime a fake doesn't work, we usually focus our attention on the guys that were unsuccessful. But how about the defensive guys? They have to plan all week. They have to prepare all week. Special teams, they look like they were educated for that one.
Educated on their toes and getting a big stop. Throwing to start the drive. Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Here we go now.
Throwing again. Knight. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Throwing on first down. Knight. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
They'll go option to the short side. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this. They come out with one back and three tight ends. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
And thus far in this NFL season, no touchdown scored for him, and he's not going to get it on that play either.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Off play action. Knight. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. So that'll back him up 5. Now Brandon McManus for the Bronco field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And McManus able to put it through, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now making their way back out onto the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Rolling to his right. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on and it's second down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Going up top. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
Back to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. Here's Brad Nordman now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Fielded just inside the 30. And shutting him off, now open field. There he goes left side. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags, a punt return touchdown, and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to him. They kicked it to him.
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. McManus now for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Give him 6 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Shift together here from the D-line. To throw on second down. Knight. And the Raiders have got him. Khalil Mack in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. Well, it was second long. Now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. They give them 27 yards on the third down conversion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw on second down. Knight caught on the right side by Dorsett. Philip Dorsett by himself. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Now McManus for the extra point. And that stretches the lead to 27. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Waters. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it second down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now, in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty?
And he'll be hit from behind and taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And this return's going to go backwards about 8 yards, but the interception is good, and they have the football. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Let's go.
On first down, Knight. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Dorsett, 81 yards. And the Broncos add on.
In order to lead in a game.
Oh, this is blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there's a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now? Much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Here we go now.
Now back to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Hodges. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here.
All right, here we go. Green, 30.
They'll drop to throw. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Second down following the incompletion.
Watch left, watch left. Tight end to the left, tight end left. Here we go.
They'll look to throw here. They shakes him off. And that's incomplete.
I think someone's going to get into QB1-0 when he gets to the sideline. Already thrown an interception. That one should have been picked. Look, let's just be honest about it. That would be the second person in his ear because he's hearing it in the huddle right now.
Not the start to the game he wanted. Like you said, the pick on the opening drive, second drive, not much better. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he couldn't hang on. Almost an interception there defensively. Instead, it brings up fourth.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They're going to try and throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
got two. Hurry up, here we go.
On 1st and 10, Knight. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Well, the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have the lead. But now here, 3rd quarter, maybe go to the run game a little more?
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, after that incompletion, a little credit to the defense for shutting them down on that play. Maybe you try and run the football a little bit more in this spot. But they have to feel good about how they've been throwing it overall.
1 yard, the official pickup there, so it's going to set up 3rd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Looking to throw. Knight. And he fires one, but incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. So there you go, partner. How about that?
Oh, that was pretty cool.
That will tie the all-time record set by Matt Prater of the Broncos back in 2013.
And you know, when Prater hit from 64, that was like breaking DiMaggio's streak or breaking the 4-minute mile of Bannister. Tom Dempsey, 63, that was a legendary number. So to top that here, even if it just ties the record, pretty darn awesome.
Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3, and that's exactly what happened there.
That factored in.
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Forced out to his left. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On play action, they'll throw. Going for the deep ball. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct, and what the team and organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began. And
he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Off the play fake. Knight. Powers through. Flush to his right. Room here to run. Finding room to the 20. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Broncos turn that interception into a touchdown. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Well, not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Waters. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 9 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and 1. So still in search of the first down after that last completion. On 3rd down, that's Waters. And he's going to be run over. Hit hard as he'll be marked down. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. Throwing on first down. Knight. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in. Back to the air on 2nd down. Knight. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Malik McDowell getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Throwing on 3rd and long. Knight. Buying time to his left. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Donnell Pumphrey. And a short gain here down to the 22. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side. He's to the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be knocked down sideways at the 28. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Back to throw now on first down. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll make it second down.
Single slot. Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. Watch 28.
They'll set up to throw. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
Now let's go.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. He'll drop to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll be incomplete as it's knocked away. But a penalty flag is down. So who's this going to be on? So they will accept the penalty and move forward. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
All right, here we go.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. That one looks like he'll throw here. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
In today's NFL, most teams don't have as many goals for the game like we used to have where you checked off your boxes. But 0 turnovers, that's a universal. And while it won't likely cost them in this game, they're going to regret the fact that they coughed one up here.
Yeah, their first blemish. They had mistake-free football prior. They start the drive with Hyde. And, his first carry, he loses the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Broncos, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Raiders, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Oakland, we sign off. So long, everybody.
You